Hello and welcome to Shay's Sanctuary, a peaceful space designed to inspire personal evolution. By participating in this class today, you acknowledge you have reviewed the class disclaimer at shaystarrett.com/disclaimer, and you are participating in this class at your own risk. Today I'll be guiding you through a therapeutic yoga class and a guided meditation around the theme of flow. As a yoga therapist, I use the phrase zone of flow and freedom. When we are in flow, it is a feeling of ease and alignment. This zone is a place that creates a deep sense of freedom because we're not consumed with our suffering or struggle. It does not mean that no struggle or suffering is present. We are just able to be in a different relationship with those things. Choices, challenges, and changes happen every day that can bring us out of flow, but we can learn to respond rather than react. Flow happens in both stillness and movement because there is as much power in non-action as there is in action. Coming out of flow is in fact part of the process of staying in flow, because the imbalance we might feel is an opportunity to explore our edges and discomfort. What we resist persists. Flow is not about being happy all the time. Happiness is wonderful but fleeting. It's not about balance. There's never really balance. Life is really more of a juggling act. Flow is about equilibrium and contentment, being able to maintain that regardless of what happens, or being able to bounce back because we have the right process and tools. We can become more resilient, maximize flow in our life when we embrace the struggle and the suffering. We can even begin to find flow when we are not in flow. We can begin to discern when we are in someone else's flow or truly in our own. We can notice when things are truly flowing and not being forced. Because if you are forcing flow to happen, there probably isn't much flow. When we are in flow, we have the potential to experience deep enjoyment, creativity, and total involvement with life. And who does not desire that? In today's practice, we'll start with some embodied movement to warm up the body, and I invite you to notice the enjoyment, the creativity, the involvement with those movements. We'll drop it to some postures for the edge, and then we'll slow things down and move into some postures where we'll stay a little bit longer. We are going to close this practice with an extended meditation. So I hope you enjoy the journey today, and I hope that you can bring some flow into your practice as we explore this theme.
Of course, a yoga practice is a great way to embody flow. In fact, some people refer to their practice as a yoga flow because flow is something that we can feel in our body usually so easily. We can feel the flow of the poses. We can feel our body as it's flowing. We can feel the flow of the breath and the flow of energy. Even just, if you place your hand on your chest, you can maybe just close your eyes and feel your heartbeat, just the flow of your heartbeat. And so for this practice today, the invitation is to be with flow. How is flow showing up for you in your practice? How is flow showing up for you in your life? And let my words kind of guide you, as I take you through these movements and these postures. How can you make them your own and kind of create your own practice within the practice that I've created for you? So let's go ahead and start the practice and come up to standing. And just feel your body as you come up to standing. Feel your feet on the ground. And as you come up to standing, again, just close your eyes and take a few breaths. Body, breath, here, now. And let your breath become even deeper, noticing how you can affect the flow of breath.
by making it more intentional, being more mindful. Maybe you go from a quicker, more shallow breath to a deeper, more rich breath. Maybe you can breathe in such a way that the breath flows all the way down into the soles of your feet. And next time you inhale, flutter open your eyes, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, just drop the arms down by your side. And then inhale, reach up and drop the arms by your side. And do that a couple more times. Breath, inhale up, exhale, arms down. And last time, inhale, reach up and drop the arms down. And then reach the arms up. And this time, as you exhale, fold over your body. Bring your hands down towards the floor. And then inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale the arms down by your side. And then inhale, reach the arms up and fold down over the floor. And then inhale, reach the arms back up overhead and release the arms down by your side. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. And then inhale, reach the arms back up overhead. And drop your arms down by your side. Just notice your body here, these first few movements. And we're going to start to add on to this movement. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. And this time as you inhale, slide your hands up maybe onto your knees or your shins. And then exhale the palms down towards the floor. And make a choice here. Maybe you want to inhale, bring your arms back up overhead. Maybe you want to step your feet back into a plank pose. Lower down onto the floor. Moving through more of a sun salutation. What feels right for your body? Take your time noticing the choice, the movement. And then take a few breaths to finally come back up to standing again. Inhaling and exhaling and then reaching the arms all the way back up and bring the hands down by your side. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, bring the hands down. And notice if you want to step back into plank pose. Lower the body down towards the floor. Maybe you want to pause in a downward dog. Maybe you want to come back up to standing right away. Breathe in and breathe out. Eventually come back up to standing. Release your arms back by your side. And as you come back up to standing, step your feet out a little bit wider. Feel your feet pressing firmly into the ground. And as you inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, find a squat. Squat down in some way towards the floor, maybe bringing the hands down towards the floor. And then as you inhale, come back up. And as you exhale, squat down. So make this movement your own. Inhaling and straighten, exhale, squat down. Bring your whole body into the movement. Notice the flow of body, the flow of breath. And start out slow. And then see if you can speed this up a little bit in such a way that the body gets a little bit warmer. Maybe the breath gets a little faster. You can feel some heat and sensation coming into the body. Breathe in and breathe out. What's flowing for you right now? Just a few more breaths here. Notice all the ways you're aware of your experience, accepting of your experience, choosing your experience, and choosing what's right for you. And then eventually finding your way back up to standing. Bring your arms by your side. And just notice now, notice the stillness. How does flow show up for you, even in stillness? And take a deeper breath here. Notice the sensations in your body. Take a big, quick body scan. And then step your feet together. And then step your right leg back and your left leg forward. And find a stance that can support you for several breaths. Feeling this new shape in the lower body. And begin to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And move your right wrist around. And move your left wrist around. And with that left leg forward, start to bring your left arm down towards the floor and reach up through that right side. So you start to find a little half moon shape through the right side of the body. And you can lengthen and lift that right side. So you start to create sensation in the right side of the body. And you might play with the edge a little bit here. What's too much? What's too little? And how does the edge show up? Is it a sensation? Is it maybe feeling a little imbalanced? Breathe in and breathe out. And stay with your edge. What's true about this edge? And then begin to release this, reaching the arms back up overhead. And with that front knee in front of you, keeping the arms extended overhead, begin to bend that front knee any amount. Noticing if you need to make any changes to allow your lower body to support you staying here. Is the stance too narrow, too wide? How can you create the most flow in this posture? Tune into the body. And notice now, where is the edge showing up for you? Is it too much or too little, or is it just right? Inhale and exhale. Take a big breath in and feel those fingers reach up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the hands down towards the floor And you're going to step that left leg back. And your body is going to become parallel to the floor. And then you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling, making a V shape with your body. So hands and feet in contact with the floor. And notice your body here. How does edge show up for you in your body in this shape? How can you befriend your body in this shape? Feel the awareness of your experience. Breath in and breath out. And then next time you inhale, lift your heels and bend your knees. And maybe you step, jump, or walk your feet back to the front of your mat, meeting your hands. And take your time slowly rolling up the spine. And be with that journey. Feel the flow of body coming back up to standing. As you move, as you come back to standing, just take a breath here in the stillness, in between the actions. Take a bigger breath here. And start to step your left leg behind you. And how do you set up this shape on this side of the body? You kind of already know where we're going, but can you receive this experience on the left side as its own experience? Let go of anything that might have happened on the other side. And with both legs straight, inhale, begin to reach the arms up towards the ceiling and move around the left wrist and the right wrist. And take a big breath here. And as you exhale, begin to lower the right arm down and then reach through the left side of the body this time. Exploring the edge, that change in sensation. Notice what's too much, too little, and where does it feel just right? And be here now. See if you can find that place where you can pause. What's happening now? Where do you feel flow in this experience? Is it the breath, the heartbeat, the energy? Maybe it's the flow of thoughts or emotions. Just see if you can witness those as they arise. Let them float by. And then begin to let this go, reaching the arms back up towards the ceiling and bring your arms down by your side. Just take a breath here. And next time you inhale, reach the arms back up and begin to bend into that front knee any amount. And again, notice if you need to change your stance. Does it need to be narrower or wider, or is it just right? And how does the body inform you? And the arms are reaching overhead, but maybe you want to do something else with your arms. Maybe you want to bring the hands into heart center. Maybe you want to bring them down by your side. Just notice the variation that's right for you and honor that truth that's showing up for you this morning. And stay here for a few breaths. Be with your experience. And take a bigger breath here. And if your torso is down towards the floor, maybe take a breath and bring your torso back up to vertical. Eventually finding your arms back up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath, feel the lengthening in the torso, inhaling and exhaling. Fold down over your front leg, bringing your hands down to the floor. And step that left leg back and let your body become parallel to the floor again. And take 3 breaths here. Notice your body, your breath, your experience, the shape that you've made for yourself. And then begin to lift your hips up towards the ceiling, finding the V shape in the body. Notice now. Be with this shape in your body. Can you accept everything about this experience? Or do you notice any resistance? Allow both to be here. And then come back into that flow of breath, of heartbeat. Even if there's resistance, take a bigger breath here. And begin to bring your knees down towards the floor, finding a tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And begin to lower your chest down towards the floor, feeling the full length of your body come down onto the ground. And begin to slide your hands up under your shoulders, elbows in tight to your body. And just take a breath here. You might know where we're going, but just see if you can be in this moment. Let go of what's to come. Just be with your experience now. Feeling your hands pressing into the floor, your body in contact with the floor. And next time you inhale, just lift your forehead off the ground, just an inch or two. Feeling a little more pressure in the palms as you lift. And notice those small, subtle changes that happen as you inhale and exhale, and push yourself up off the floor, one breath, 1 inch at a time, lifting the chest, feeling that chest reach forward. And you can keep your arms exactly the way they are, or maybe you want to straighten the arms out more, lift the chest more. Maybe you want to slide the palms out and rest more on the forearms. What's right for you? How do you find the most flow in this shape? By tuning into the body, choosing what's right for you, and acting on that truth. As you inhale and exhale, drop in even more to your experience. Take a bigger breath here and let it go. And take your time coming back down to the floor. And as you come down to the floor, bring your arms down by your side. Let the floor support you. As you breathe in and breathe out, maybe you close the eyes and feel the flow in your body. How is flow showing up for you right now? Is it the flow of breath, the beat of the heartbeat? Do you feel a flow of energy? How is flow showing up for you, even in the stillness? What's it like to be in flow, even if we don't know what's going to happen next? Come back to body and breath and let it anchor you into now. And then over the next few breaths, begin to roll onto your back and be with your body as you move through that journey of rolling from your belly onto your back. And as you come onto your back, bend your knees. Feel the soles of your feet on the ground. Bring your arms out into a big T shape, palms up or down. Notice what's right for you. And lift your legs up so your knees stack over your hips. And begin to drop your knees over to one side. And before you drop them down, tune into the body. Notice what the body wants. Which side does the body want to begin on? What's right for you? And what's it like to listen to the body completely and trust the body knows what's right for you and communicates with you? And really tune into this shape in your body as you inhale and exhale. Drop in even more to your experience. What are you aware of? Notice how acceptance and maybe resistance shows up, maybe both at the same time. And stay here a little bit longer. You and the experience of you, breath and body, just as it is right now. And then begin to let this go and come back to a neutral position. What is neutral like in your body? Find your way there. And then begin to receive this shape on the other side of your body. Let go of being the doer of the shape and be a receiver. Just let this shape flow into the other side of your body and let it be its own experience. Can you let go of whatever might have happened on the other side and experience now on this side? Feel the breath flowing through the body as you pause here. Maybe you can let the breath get even deeper, even longer. Every breath dropping you even more into now, into this shape. Be with the experience of you and just notice it all. Nothing to fix or change. Just be with it. Make room for all of it. Then begin to let this go. Come back to neutral. Feel your knees come back up towards the ceiling or the sky. Feel your soles of the feet back in contact with the floor. Notice your body here, what it's like to let go. And then reach down and hug your knees into your chest. Feel the legs being drawn in to the torso. And see if you can feel the flow of embrace, of unconditional positive regard. Maybe feeling the flow of love for self, for body. And if there's any resistance to any of that, notice that too. How can you really embrace yourself here in this moment, exactly as you are? Even if other things, thoughts, emotions might be arising, just choose to embrace yourself. And stay a bit longer with this. And take a bigger breath here and begin to let this shape go. And as the feet come back down to the floor, picture in your mind's eye what kind of shape would support you for a meditation. Would it be seated? Would it stay lying down here? But make that choice. Find the shape that's right for you this morning. And as the mind turns on a little bit to make those choices, just see if you can stay connected to your body. And breathe in and breathe out. It's inviting this meditation into your practice today, giving yourself permission to be here. And as you arrive here, begin to close your eyes or soften your gaze if they're not already there. Withdraw the senses from the world around you and go to the world within you. Feel the natural flow of breath. Just noticing how breath flows without any effort at all. This life force supporting you every moment of every day. Breath in and breath out. Each inhale and exhale, inviting you to drop in even more to your experience, to your body. letting the world around you just melt away. Even if there's sounds or smells or objects distracting you, come back to body, back to breath. Know that the stillness may cause the mind to wander. Maybe you just notice the natural flow of thoughts or emotions. You can just let them float by. If you find yourself being pulled into a story, just take a bigger breath, come back to your body. As you breathe in and breathe out, maybe the breath becomes a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. And begin to bring all of your awareness just to your inhale. Feel the flow of receiving. Just receiving breath into the body. The gift of breath, the gift of receiving. Notice how the breath enters the body, what it feels like as it comes in contact with the skin. Notice the inhale as it moves through your body. Just stay with each inhale as it comes in. And begin to shift your awareness to the exhale. Feel the flow of breath as it leaves the body. Feel the release. Notice the letting go. How does the breath flow from the body? What do you notice as you let go and release? Just be here now with each breath, receiving and releasing. As you breathe in and breathe out, see if you can begin to dwell in the pauses at the top of the inhale. at the bottom of the exhale. This place of stillness and inaction, that quiet, sacred pause between breaths. Feel the flow even in stillness. Inhale and exhale. Move even deeper into your experience with each breath. Find flow in the movement. Find flow in the stillness. See if you can drop in even more, getting so quiet, so still. You can begin to connect with the heartbeat. Be feeling it under your skin, hearing its subtle vibrations. Or maybe it's just an awareness, not a sensation at all. You just know it's there. And with each breath, you connect with it. Every heartbeat sending a flow of energy throughout your entire body and being. Breath in and breath out. If the mind wanders or you find yourself anywhere else but right here in the body, just take a breath and come back. Allow the flow of awareness and acceptance to be here. Allow the flow of choice to be here. As you take a breath and come back to body and back to now. Every breath bringing you back to your experience. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to go. You're right where you're supposed to be. Inhale and exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Feeling your body in contact with the surface beneath you, the space around you. Feeling the flow of several deep breaths come into and move through your body. Coming out of this present moment awareness, begin to go back through this class, this session. Go back through this theme of flow and notice what's arising for you right now. What are you noticing? What wisdom is present in my body in this moment? Let it flow to the surface like an object floating to the top of a body of water. Just let it rise up. Just witness this insight from your experience. It might be a word, an image, a thought, a color, a feeling. Maybe you don't need to name it at all. You just know it's there. Notice how the flow of insight is here and always available to you when you tune in. Even if nothing comes right away, just connect with the question. What's arising for you from this experience? Begin to bring one hand up to the heart space in contact with the chest. Feel that connection with self, the contact of hand to chest. This connection may be a gesture of honoring your experience, your wisdom, your insight. And then over the next couple of breaths, come out of the past and start to look forward and ask yourself, what are you leaving behind? What are you stepping into? What can you let go of to create flow, ease, and equanimity in life? Take a few breaths with that question. And again, maybe an answer doesn't come right away. Can you just be with the question, knowing the answer will reveal itself when the time is right? Just remember to tune in and listen. And begin to bring your other hand up to the heart space, maybe in contact with the hand that's already there. Through this contact, maybe feeling an even deeper connection to self, to body, to experience and wisdom. Just feel it all, breathe it all in. As you inhale, maybe you can even feel the chest rise and fall. Stay with those deep breaths. Notice the experience of connecting with body and mind and spirit and breath, letting the experience flow to you and through you. Connecting with that deep inner knowing, that anchor you can always come back to. Just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Maybe bring the hands back up where they are right now. Anytime the world gets crazy, just come here for a few breaths and connect with yourself. And notice how it can help you find your flow again. Over the next couple of breaths, maybe you keep your hands just as they are. Maybe you bring the palms together, bringing the hands to heart center. Maybe more of a prayer position. How can you send gratitude, prayer, positive thoughts out through your mind, body, and spirit? Maybe saying thank you to yourself and to your body for this time that you dedicated to yourself, for the ways your body supported you in your practice, for the wisdom that resides there. Let's take a deep breath together. Exhale it away. May the universe guide you. May Mother Earth support you. May you honor and cherish the divine light within you and within all beings. Over your next several breaths, maybe the next 2 to 3 minutes, slowly allow yourself to merge back into the room, the space that you're in. Slowly bringing movements into the body, maybe grabbing your journal and your pen. Taking a few minutes to just reflect on your experience. Thank you so much for being here today and for the opportunity to guide you through this practice. If you'd like to learn more about me, the services that I offer as a yoga therapist, yoga and meditation teacher, please visit www.shae.us. That's SHAE.us.